Hey, Remy. What's good, party people? How are you, Miss Remy? Wow, so what I hear is it's been pretty crazy on YouTube lately. Hey, Galway Girl. Hey, Richard Kuiper. Coffee Chat, Christy Andrews. Hey, Debbie. I'm telling you what, it's been so crazy on YouTube. I've absolutely shut certain channels off, and I've been binge watching crime channels and old streams that I kind of forgotten, and it's been kind of nice. It's been kind of nice to, hey Clancy, it's been kind of nice to just disengage and not be a part of any of it. Um, Words hurt, man, and I've seen a lot of people getting hurt, and I'm just sitting there like, for what? Like, why do we want to hurt people so much? Why do we want to dig at them so bad that they end up going off on you and saying things they regret? Why do we need to get to that point? So, before I ended up going off, what did I do? I just disengaged and said it is what it is. And I'm like really disappointed in some people. Like, my feelings are hurt because I genuinely cared about some of these people, and I'm like, man, I just can't do it. Like, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be known as the person that goes around hurting everybody's feelings. Like, why do you want to be known for that? I don't know. I guess I'm kind of having a hard time with it. It's whatever. Hey, Babe Beauty, how are you? Hey, Captain of my soul. Remy, 90 Day Fiance. I have never gotten into that. I don't watch television, so it's hard to see certain things that are on TV, and it's hard for me to get into them. I don't know. I I'm 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 a nerd, so I'll sit there and watch documentaries on space or the moon or aliens. Yeah, speaking of buying movies on YouTube, it's hysterical. Like, I can remember when I first found YouTube, there was every movie you could think of was on YouTube. And they've absolutely gotten rid of all the free movies, and now you have to pay for them. It's so dumb. And then you can get YouTube Premium, which I have, but I only do the YouTube Premium so I can, kind of jump from app to app and still listen to what I'm listening to on YouTube. That's the only reason I have it. I don't know. I actually remember when YouTube had that feature for free. You could still, listen to the whatever you was listening to while the app was open. Hey, Sunny Side Up, how are you? I just wanted to come on for a little bit and just hang out and say what's up and not really have any drama. There's just been so much going on. I I don't know. I heard someone cry this morning, and I feel like everybody hates this girl so much that they didn't care that her feelings were hurt. And that bothered me. That really bothered me. I've been bothered by this all day. And I don't know. Hey, Truth. Hey, Sabrina. Even though we don't like people, it's still sad to see when their feelings get hurt. Or at least it is for me. And I don't know, I felt bad for her. Oh, sunny side up, I do. I really do. Like I didn't realize it until maybe once I got sober. Like I didn't realize who I actually was as a person until I got sober, and I'm more in tune with myself now. And it's crazy because I can feel people's hurt and it makes me hurt. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be mean to this person. And then it leaves me all frazzled. Hi, Jamie. Hey, Coffee Chat. Oh gosh. Yeah, I just don't want to see people hurt anymore. And I think that's why I had to, unsubscribe from a few people. And I didn't do it because I dislike them. I did it because all there is just like screaming and yelling and cussing and being mean, and let's see how we can make these people feel like shit. And I'm not cool with that. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what. I don't know. Or maybe that it's too much. It's happening like all the time now. That's all we see is, somebody being called out, and let's see how low we can go by doing this or saying that. And I'm like, God, you people are better than this. Like, why are we even doing this? Why are we at the point to where we need to dig as deep as we do on someone? Why do we want to make this person feel like shit? Did they affect us so bad that we want to make them feel like shit? I don't know. I don't know if I'm saying what I'm thinking or if it's coming out the right way. Just kind of venting and whatever. Anybody want to come hang out with me? Let's see. Hi, Critical Mass. And it really is. I don't know. I mean, when you're mean to someone, does that make you feel better about yourself? Do you feel like, oh, I told them? Or does it leave you feeling shitty afterwards? And if it leaves you feeling shitty, don't do it. I mean, what do you have to gain from telling someone how big of a piece of shit they are, or telling them that they should die, or telling them whatever? I don't know. I don't see the point in it. So, like in real life, it's been pretty busy. Like I've had so many meetings and had one for my son, and it makes me sad. He's growing up, and oh, I don't want to be without the kid. And I know that he wants to, you know, move out of home one day and like go to college and do this and that. And we're at the point now where we're discussing all this. And he's a junior in high school, and he only needs one credit to graduate. He's doing so good in school as a junior that if he had just one more credit, he could graduate. And so that's leaving me like, oh my God, he's growing up. Ugh. Good morning, Callie. Hey, Greta. Margie Jones, the Bryan clan. Oh my gosh. Yes, I can remember getting on YouTube just for the music. We're talking like, oh, what man, 2009, 10? Alice in Chains. That's what I would always listen to. Lane Staley was like a god to me. And it's like, I don't know. I can just remember getting on YouTube so I could cut the grass or something, listen to something while I cut the grass. Bay Beauty, it's awful. I don't want the kid to grow up. He had an IEP meeting, and this meeting took forever because let's see, the IEP started because he had gotten into some trouble when he was young. I don't want to go into detail, but he got into a little trouble, and So the IEP was put into place. And, when his dad died, he came to live with me full time, and things have just like changed. Like, it's crazy. It's like night and day with this kid. And so to see him having a truancy officer at the age of 10 to now having just needing one more credit to graduate as a junior is huge. And this kid, that's all he wants to do. His little mind is like a sponge. The more he can learn, the better he is. And he will sit there and read. And I'm like, who is this kid? This is not my kid. That did not come from me. I hated school. So I'm like, where did this come from? Yeah, music is definitely my escape too. I'm old enough that I was able to go to one Grateful Dead concert, and it was in the 90s, and that's one memory that I will never forget. And I'm a huge Deadhead, so it's cool. I have a lot of great memories with music and concerts, and yeah, memories will come up when I hear like different songs or whatever. It's cool. Sabrina, I didn't know you had a son that was graduating in 2020. Are you kidding? Girl, congratulations to him. It goes by so fast. Time goes by so fast. Like, I can remember what I was doing like 5 years ago, but I can't remember what I'm doing 5 seconds ago. Ugh. Sunny side up. My youngest just left for college, so I get it. I get it. But I can't even read without my glasses. Oh my gosh. I don't have my glasses on. I'm just like sitting here, just kind of whatever. I'm kind of bored, and I can't read. I don't want to let him spread his wings. I just want him to stay home. He's making plans with this like counselor at the school, and what he's going to do next year, and how mom doesn't have to sign any more paperwork, and this is the last time mom needs to sign paperwork. And I'm thinking, oh my god, he's really growing up. It like really hit me when they're like, yeah, after today you don't need to sign any more paperwork. I'm like, oh man. Yeah. Then there will be no kids in the house. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, that's going to suck. Mm. Good morning, Kaysen. Yes, Clancy, the guy on the skateboard, that is hysterical. That was pretty cool. And then the drummer for Fleetwood Mac, he kind of did a video kind of like it, I think. Hey, Merrick, how are you? Yeah, counting blessings for sure. Like, I'm very blessed that my son has turned out the way he has. And even though he's got the autism, when we had his IEP meeting yesterday, there was a guy that was in the military for years. I think he was a Marine or whatever. And he was like, just because one um, recruiter told you that Daniel can't be in the military doesn't mean that that's true. You got to like ask different recruiters or whatnot. And then that's when they decide, once you see their doctors or whatever. So that kind of gave Daniel hope, because he's been wanting to go in the military ever since he was little. He wanted to follow in my grandpa's footsteps. So that gave him some hope and brightened his day a little bit. Hey, Pixie, how are you, girlie? Someone's got to come out here and hang out with me. I'm so weird. Like, I feel like, I don't know, if I'm like talking to you guys just with me up here, I feel like I get boring. So I'm kind of like, it's better when somebody's up there with you. in my opinion. I don't know. Some people are different. It's whatever. Hey, darling.
Well, you know I'm a panel whore. I'll come up and hang out with you.
Well,
Good morning.
thanks. Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Hey, Ash
I just got
274.
done scrubbing the stove top. It's a gas stove. I absolutely love the stove, but it's black and I hate the stove top.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
So I just got done scrubbing that. And then someone said, "Hey, Dips is live." I was like, "Oh man, I never get the notification." I was actually listening to the Columbine shooting archives guy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, he does all the archives and he handles it with total total class and
I went to school with Eric Harris, and it was elementary school. We were real little, so it's not like we went to school when he was older or anything. So I didn't really know like his personality or anything like that. Like we was probably in like second or third grade, but I definitely remember him.
yeah.
So weird.
I'm actually looking for my Kindle and I'm also looking for a box. Last
Yeah.
year for Christmas, I got my son socks and underwear and all this stuff and I put it in a box. Well, at the time, he was locked up or no. I didn't take it with me. I couldn't take it on the flight with me.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it was. He wasn't locked up last Christmas. He was sick last Christmas. But either way, so there is a box around here, and he's home visiting with socks and underwear and all that in it. And I have no idea what I've done with that box. It had a Christmas stocking in it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I can't find it anywhere.
Oh.
But yes, I've also been looking for my Kindle because I want to download that book by Dylan Klebold's mom.
Mm-hmm.
They said if you haven't read it, it's definitely because my heart breaks for those people. I mean, my heart breaks for the victims, but imagine being the parents of Dylan and Eric. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, Clancy, I didn't know that. See, and that's what they've told my son, that because of his autism, he can't get in. But the guy yesterday was saying it just depends on, if you're wanting to go to the Navy or National Guard, or I don't know. Um, my son, he's been so heartbroken for almost a year now because they keep telling him, there's certain people that keep telling him that because of his autism, he's never going to be able to, you know,
Oh, cool pics.
be a part of the military.
I gotta quit downloading all this shit on my phone. All my storage is gonna get sucked up again. I
Yeah,
gotta
you
get
can
rid of some of
definitely
it.
download the Kindle app on your phone for sure.
I actually have a Kindle somewhere
Oh,
around here, and I just don't know what I've done. I don't know what I've done with anything lately.
ugh, sounds like me. What's the weather like where you're at? It's like gloomy and
It's
yucky and rainy
raining
here.
and
Yep.
gloomy and chilly.
Ugh, same over here. I've just been kind of like blah
Wet leaves
all day.
keep getting drug in. Every time you let a dog out, every time you go outside to smoke, in comes the wet leaves on the bottom of your foot. Then when you
Mm-hmm.
look down and you glance and it looks like dog poo, then you freak out and grab a paper towel and realize it's not dog poo, it's a leaf.
See, I hate this is the only part I hate about the fall is how gloomy and the leaves falling and muddy and rain because my kitchen, I have to mop that kitchen like 10 times a day it seems. Can't stand it.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I love the leaves, but just, I mean, right now they're wet, so there's nothing pretty
yeah,
about them.
no, and when they fall it's just got to clean that up too. Then I got to do the gutters. It's a
And my
never-ending
niece,
job.
God love her, she's waited. She's been with this man for 10 years. And they waited and waited and waited. They have 2 kids together. So they planned this big wedding. Then COVID came along. So she canceled it. So she rethought about it and thought, well, I'll just have a small wedding, with family and friends. We'll do it outside. So it's scheduled for Saturday. And I saw where she's on Facebook saying, it's going to rain. It's going to be outside.
Oh.
I know. I'll just hang in there. You never know. This is the Ohio Valley. Anything can happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could
Ohio,
snow
the
too,
land of
but
oppositional weather.
yeah, it's the only place you can go from 40 degrees to 80 degrees in 3 hours.
That's so true. It's so true. Like I had the heater on. Like it was so cold in the house the other day, but then it like popped up to like 70 some degrees and I had to open the windows all in the same day. It's ridiculous.
Yep. My brother came in and turned the heat on the other day. I was like, what are you doing? I'm one of those people that I put on more clothes or take clothes off, depending on, I rarely mess with the thermostat because number
Yeah,
one, it's hard for me to breathe when forced heat is coming at me.
right.
So, but my attorney did call from the disability place today. So,
Oh, good. How'd that go?
well, she didn't have good news. She just
Oh,
was like checking in. But they rarely do that. So,
well,
I mean, I don't know
fingers
what that noise
crossed.
is. Somebody sawing or something over here.
Hey,
But that's
Smoky
what I
P.
said. I should have a answer because they appealed it. I got denied. They appealed it. Should have an answer by the end of November. And then if they deny me again, then you go through the third thing where you meet with the
Mm-hmm.
judge and blah 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 blah.
I definitely think you'll get it. I think you'll get it.
Well, and I
It
don't
just
want to
takes
say
time.
that
Like,
I'm entitled, but I've worked my whole life, sir. I've
hey,
worked since I
Mr.
was
Cardinal.
14 years old,
Yeah,
you know, and I'm just to the point where I don't I don't have a lot of skills and a lot of other, I'm not an office person. Okay.
well,
You
you've
all
had a
know
lot of
me.
health
I can,
problems too.
yeah, but you all know me. I can barely turn a computer on and off.
Don't push any buttons,
Don't touch
Tracy.
buttons. Right. Exactly. So that's not really an option. And then when I look at this hernia, it just makes me not even want to get dressed during the day because, you got to find something that covers it up. And I don't know. I'm not whining. I'm just hoping they
No, it's
help a girl
depressing
out.
when, yeah. Remy says after the third denial, you are usually approved. Hopefully that's true. I don't know how that works, but hopefully. My son was denied even with medically diagnosed disability.
That's
I gave up
crazy,
after the
Remy.
second try.
That's
Wow.
crazy. I mean, I've never met your son, Remy, but just from what you said about him, how in the world can they deny the fact that that child is disabled? I
Right.
mean, I don't know.
Hey, sweet crazy. Yeah, my son,
No, Remy, I'm not going to the hospital over a hernia. There's COVID at the hospital. I'm not going there, okay? So thank you.
you still need to go see a doctor about that. They can take that out before it gets absolutely too big not to take it out.
It was kind of funny. I went for this, I might have told you this. I went for that respiratory function test
Mm-hmm.
for my COPD. And when the CAT scan, when CAT scan came back, the nurse called me and she said, honey, do you realize you have a very, very large hernia? Probably one of the largest I've ever seen. I was like, yeah, I kind of know this. She goes, okay, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't all internal. No,
Oh,
it's
gosh.
it's very weird. It's very. I sent Tawanda a picture one day. Tawanda's like, damn.
Yeah. When Brandon had one, he had one of those, I think it was called an umbilical hernia. Oh my God. Just the looks of it. You could see it kind of bulging out on his stomach. And when they did the x-ray or the CAT scan or whatever it was, like that thing was ginormous. I don't know how y'all do it.
The
Hey,
more
Rev.
doctor appointments you attend, the better chance of getting approved for disability. Yeah. Well, I don't know what else to do. I've gone for my COPD. I'm on medicine for my depression, anxiety, and PTSD. Um, if I'm not crazy enough or I'm not disabled enough, then I guess they'll tell me no, and I'll have to figure out something else to do in life. I don't know what it'll be. At 55, the last thing I want to do is to go back to school to learn how to work in an office.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, I've thought about that. Like, I'm getting older, I'm 40. And with Daniel wanting to go off and do whatever he's doing, I've sat there and wondered, what if I go back to school? I mean, you can go to school online and
Right. Well, I've got 15 years on you.
yeah, but still, I mean, it would help occupy your time. And the more I mean, you can learn and
I used to love to learn. I used to love to read. Um,
hmm
I used to do those, puzzles to keep your brain, fresh but since I had like my breakdown a few months ago and I started seeing a therapist, it's almost like I have no concentration. Like I can't even watch an entire movie before I'm like, eh. But I'm not complaining. Right now, I'm sitting here playing with an old cat that's adopted me and a string on
Aw,
my robe.
I gotta give my poodles haircuts soon, and I'm totally dreading
Lolly,
it.
Lolly needs it
Mm,
too. But until I get her all cleared up, I don't want to take her back to a groomer.
right.
So
I understand. I
she got the
oh
COVID haircut going on right now. She looks hideous.
yeah, you should see mine. They're looking pretty. Let's see. My grandma used to tell me I looked like a ragamuffin. They look
Yep.
like little ragamuffins.
Or when I'd try to get away with not taking a shower and put perfume on, and my mom would be like, "That's like putting perfume on a pig."
I'd come over and visit my grandma, and she would say, "Well, Sarah, you look like a little ragamuffin."
We was called that too, ragamuffins.
Yeah. My grandparents were real southern, and just the way they said it, like they couldn't say my name is Sarah. It was always Sura. So sometimes I'll spell my name
I've seen
Surra.
that. I always wondered where that came from.
My grandparents, it was always Sura. Now Sura.
My aunt had a nickname for me that went around for years, and I'll never tell because I'm not going to let it become YouTube fodder because, well, it's kind of embarrassing. But
Oh.
yeah. All right, Kat, I'm tired of playing. Go over there. See,
So
my
have you
attention
had a
span
good
is.
visit with your son?
Um,
I'm sorry.
no, it's not. I mean, he's not, like firing dope or anything, but
Right, right, right.
there's just a lot between me and him that need to. And me and my therapist talked about it the other day, and I hate to even. I'm not gonna. I don't know.
No, don't talk about it. It's okay. I mean, I get it. Um,
I mean, I adore him, and I know he's bored. His good friends, the ones that don't do dope and shit. They're all married with kids and buying
mhm.
homes, and it's only his friends that are still actively using that are available. And me being who I am, every time his phone rings, I'm like, "Who is that? Are you going anywhere? Who are you going with?" I mean, it's like I'm driving him crazy. You know,
Well, you're
every
worried,
time he every time he goes in the bathroom and he's in there too long, I'm like, "What are you doing in there?" And he's like, "Mom, I'm shitting." The other day he even said, "You can open the door if you want." I was like, "No, thanks." But I
Well,
don't know.
it's a normal instinct. That's your son, and you're worried. Um, there's a lot of history there that with addiction. So
I don't know if I'll ever completely get to where I need to be with him. I mean, I'll take a bullet for him,
Yeah,
uh,
I understand that.
but I don't, there's just a lot that me and Chance need to work through. And Chance is like all he's a good guy, and he's like one of these people. He doesn't hold grudges, and he doesn't let anything get him down. He's, you're responsible for your own happiness, that kind of shit. And I mean, I could learn a lot from Chance, and he could learn a lot from me.
Hmm.
But like I said, let's just say I've doubled up on my therapy since he's going to be here because I need somebody to talk me down off the edge sometimes because I don't want him to feel unwelcome or me hounding him or whatever. There's just, there's trust issues and there's going to be for a long time,
Right.
and I can't get over that. I can't get past that. So, do I know he's clean right now? Yeah, he hasn't left the damn house. But I
Just
don't know.
enjoy him while he's there.
I know, but I just ask him, what do you want for supper? I don't know. I'll eat whatever you cook.
Oh, man, I've been cooking a lot lately,
And I
and
cook every day.
ugh, I hate dishes. I hate doing dishes. And
I do dishes every day. I just clean the stove top. I wipe my counter. It's every day I cook. When I first
yeah,
came here to stay with my brother from Florida, and you all know my story from how I had to leave Florida because I'd lost everything due to cancer, and Chance was in active addiction, and I was in a deep dark hole I couldn't get out of. And I first came here. I looked in my brother's refrigerator. There's nothing. There's like a thing of bologna, some cheese,
men are
may,
funny. They can like
maybe,
exist on the most.
yeah, maybe a yogurt or something. And I was like, I have this thing about groceries. There has to be groceries in the house.
Hmm.
It's like an obsession with me. I have to know that if I want to get up and cook a meal, the stuff is there. So after about the first week of staying here, every single night we ate out. Every single night it was pizza, or he'd go to McDonald's, or he'd go to Taco Bell, or he'd go here, or he'd go there. And one night he said, I'm getting ready to run the chicken house. What do you want? I said, nothing. I can't eat anything else that comes out of a bag or a box. And ever since then, it's, the grocery store.
See, I like to eat out, but God, it's so expensive nowadays. But then again, I absolutely hate doing the dishes. I love to cook. Oh God, I love to cook. I just hate the dishes.
See, I try to clean as I go, you know, but
Yeah, I do too. It just seems like whenever I cook, I use a lot of different utensils, a
me
lot of different
too.
pots and pans. Like when I cook, I usually always go all out, and I
I'll
don't
get
know.
5 forks out for the same meal that I'm cooking. I'll use a fork, set it down, go and get another fork. But
I do that too. And that's the one thing that I hate doing is silverware. Like when I'm doing dishes,
me too.
silverware, I hate it. I don't
Me
mind the
too.
cups. I don't mind the pots and pans. It's just the damn silverware.
I hate doing silverware too. It's always what lays at the bottom of the sink, and I have to stand there and
Yes.
look at it and go, shit, I might as well just finish. And we have a dishwasher here, but my brother says it takes too long. I mean, it runs for like 3 hours, so I don't blame him.
I love Clancy. I love brisket. That sounds so good. Oh gosh.
I like brisket.
Oh yeah. So what's been going on lately, Miss Tracy?
Nothing. The tubes have been kind of. I mean,
I've
I
seen
don't
some
know.
things like here and there, and I'm just like, oh God. Yeah. Don't want to get in the
Well,
middle of that one.
no, and I'm not getting in the middle of them. But I did see a panel yesterday where there was, some dragging going on. People in the
Yeah.
chat enjoying the shit out of it. And then I see later on in a chat where it was just all in fun. And I was like, damn, man. I guess getting on a panel and screaming and calling somebody names and drunks and everything
God,
else
that
just
bothers me so bad. Like
isn't my kind of fun.
yeah, I mean, I'll sit there and I'll hear people like totally dragging each other, and then it goes deeper and it gets worse. And I don't understand it. Like, why are we there? Why are we doing this? Like, I mean, you're not going to end that live stream feeling good about yourself. You're going to feel like shit. I just don't get it. Like, Tracy, I swear to God, I completely unsubbed so many channels. And it's not that I don't like the people. I don't like what they're doing and saying. And I'll always like them as a person, but I just don't understand why they're it's going so low. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, come on, Sarah. We all know. I mean, I'm going to give you a perfect example. I did a game night memorial thing for Ziggy the other night,
Yeah.
and maybe 100 people came, maybe 100 people participated. Hey, Anna Rose, but two other channels had drama streams going. There were three
Yeah.
and 400 people in those streams. The truth, I have the shelter to donate to. I'm getting your email address and we'll send you what you need. The shelter I chose is Humane Society of Livingston County. Oh, cool. I
Oh,
thought I was
Samara, she's such a doll.
I thought I was sending you the money, Samara, and you were going to do it. But whatever, we'll work it out. Whatever you want
Hey,
to do.
Drama Archives. How are you, darling?
Okay.
Samara is good people. I know that me and her, or she and I, we've had some words back and forth, but at the end of the day, she's a really good person with a
She is
huge
good
heart.
people.
Yeah,
And
she
like I
loves
said,
animals.
it just so happened the day I was scrolling through Ziggy's Discord, I caught a
Hmm.
conversation, and it was the last day we had heard from Ziggy. And I caught a conversation between Samara and Ziggy, and it was about a kitten that Ziggy wanted, but she was trying to figure out. Now, I didn't see this conversation as it was going on. I just saw it the other day as I was going through Ziggy's Discord and reading some of the combos. And I saw the conversation between Samara and Ziggy about a kitten that she wanted, and she was trying to figure out transport for the kitten. Had Ziggy had let us know, we would have paid to have that kitten transported.
Oh, absolutely.
But I didn't know about it until just the other day. I do believe Samara ended up keeping the kitten and naming it something that Ziggy wanted to call it or something. I do believe Samara kept the kitten. Really cute kitten. Well, I mean, all kittens are cute. How can you not love a kitten?
Yeah, cat. I like cats. I can't have cats around because of my dogs, but I like cats. They're
Okay,
good
Samara,
animals,
cool.
and they're very loving too.
But my whole point again was, I mean, I like all baby everything. Anything a baby is cute. But my whole point was here I did the stream, no drama, just fun. Raised a couple bucks for the animal shelter. Bowie, yes, she named it Bowie because Ziggy was a David Bowie fan. But
I love David Bowie's eyes.
oh, I always thought Bowie was kind of freaky, but whatever.
Oh, that's why I liked him. He was hot.
But
His
then,
eyes, like he had one eye that was one color and the other eye was a different color. I always thought it was fascinating to me, and he was fascinating in general. He was so different, and that's why I liked him, I think.
but I do want to say thank you to everybody that did donate. We didn't raise a lot, but every little bit helps, you know. And I had said that I would send half, but I don't even think we made it to 100. So I'm just going to throw in the rest and make it an even 100.
Oh gosh, I wish I could have donated. I
I
honestly
know.
do.
I mean, it's tough
I
times for everybody. Shit.
Oh, it's so tough right now. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It's oh, whatever.
I think, it might have been right at 100. I know Stop Animal Cruelty sent a PayPal, so I'm going to
Oh,
forward that. Um, I think, I don't know.
Oh, Samara, really? I didn't know that. I never knew that because I know back in the 70s. So it must have been when he was really young because I've seen like videos of his and his eyes were different even back then. So I didn't know if he was born like that, but that's cool that, well, not cool, but I didn't know it was because of an accident.
Oh, look,
Interesting.
Patty Boop just said that. I didn't know that either.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Huh. Oh, it
Well,
wasn't a
now I
different
feel
color?
bad.
Lord.
Now I feel bad for calling him Freaky.
Well, I mean, he kind of is. Like some if you listen to his song lyrics, it's he's different. Like he I don't know, just outside of my
Well,
comprehension
he
really.
had
Just some of
bad
the
to the
things he
bone,
said.
not acoustics, but the background. You know what I'm talking about there. I don't know what you
Yeah,
I'm not a musical person, so but all the stuff that he put into the background of his
eccentric.
music, yes. I mean, he was an artist at that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And his wife, I can't remember her name, but I always thought she was just so pretty and had the most gorgeous skin. I can't think of her name though.
I love it
And
when he
they
sang Bing Crosby. I didn't know he sang Bing Crosby.
he and his wife were together for like ever, ever and ever and ever. I just can't think of her name.
What's going
Angela,
on,
Boy?
sweet crazy?
No, not that one. I'm thinking of the black lady. She was a model.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Inman.
remember her name.
I meant, yeah, Lee's got it there.
Inman.
Yes.
Iman? I don't know. I
No.
can't hardly read anyway, so it's whatever.
Didn't she always wear her head shaved or very close to her head?
Yeah, like a long time ago. I don't know about now, but yeah. I just always thought she was so pretty.
Oh, I'll have to go Google the Christmas song that he sang with Oh Bing.
Oh, you should see his last video
Oh,
that
I'm
he ever
thinking of
did.
Grace Jones. Yep, you're right, Samara.
Iman. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's probably why I couldn't remember her name because I probably didn't know how to pronounce it.
Right, I'd have walked around calling her I man.
Yeah. I'm so bad at like pronouncing people's names. I'll just be like, "Hey."
I know. That's why I don't like it when people come into my chat. I mean, I like it, but when they have these really difficult names, and I don't want to
Well, yeah, Rep Ash,
mispronounce
you're
them.
welcome here.
I don't want to mispronounce them.
Yeah, I'm bad about that. I'm so bad about that.
I mean, but when they're like skittle marinky dinky doo or whatever, and you're and it's flying,
Great.
and
Now
you're
that's going to be in my head all day. Every time I hear that, I end up singing that in my head all day.
skittle marinky dinky
Skinnamarink
doo,
dinky
skittle
dink,
marinky.
skinnamarink doo. I love you. God, don't get me singing. Nobody will stay. You're
Well, they
upset. Sweet crazy, why are you upset?
why
What
is Sweet
happened?
Crazy upset? I love Sweet Crazy.
Oh, I do too. She's so sweet.
Hello, Black Dahlia.
Wait, where's Black Dahlia? What am I
She
not
just
seeing?
come
Oh, there
in.
she is. Hey, darling.
If anybody wants to take a link and talk about it, I'll jump down. No problem. There's something else in this. Yeah, Brian, I thought that was the little drummer boy you were. But you know who sang the little drummer boy the best? Bob Seger.
Oh, sweet crazy. Thanks. Rep Ash, you have me blocked and you said everyone was welcome. I'm sorry, sweet crazy. Maybe she didn't do that on purpose. I don't know. Maybe it was an accident.
Did Rep Ash get her channel up and running again?
I think she's got a new channel. From what I'm seeing, she has a new channel. Um,
Yeah, I heard that. I saw a lot of people posting the link to it. David Bowie actually suffered from, is called
yeah, see, that's
anoscoria.
why I wasn't going to read that out loud. I can't pronounce that.
Then in childhood, he was punched, taking his vision.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. I didn't
hey,
know that.
hey, Angel Pepper.
Huh.
Hey, Testicle.
But yeah, I just think that there's so much sadness going on in the world that it's like it's leaked into YouTube and now everybody's like at each other's throats. And I just think that sucks. I
Sweet
think it
Crazy would
sucks a
like to
lot.
come up for a minute. Do you want
Oh,
me to get down,
absolutely.
Sweet Crazy?
Let me post the link.
I don't know if it's sadness as much as it's just orneriness.
Yeah, but it makes me sad because I'm sitting there thinking, well, I'm sitting there and I'm like, wow, this person's really hurt. Even though I might not like the person, I still feel bad that they're hurting. And so I'm just, it makes me want to just back away. Like, you know, not stay subscribed to these people, keep them on full block. I just don't want anything to do with them anymore because it's nothing but hate all the time and nothing but meanness all the time. I mean, do you really think you're a better person for screaming and cussing and calling someone a cunt or telling them how big of a piece of shit they are? Does that really make you feel better? I don't know. It drives me insane.
Well, like I said, I have proven this point that when you do streams that don't consist of hollering and screaming and calling people names and all of that, you may get 80 to 100 people. But that's okay because that's 80 to 100 good people that just want to be there for fun. Check out
Hey,
Michael
sweet
Hunter
crazy.
Autopsy podcast. He
Hi,
just did David Bowie.
How are you doing, darling?
Hello, Sweet Crazy.
hi guys.
Hey, how are you?
I'm tired. I was up on YouTube all damn night.
Not me.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't want to. I mean, I'm not up here to be all crazy and start drama or anything, but um, I just thought that so where we wanted to, and I know I'm not the biggest fan of FOD. Okay, and I know that I say stuff that I probably shouldn't. Um,
I think
but
we
I
all
just
do.
yeah, and I just and Repash, you just say everybody's welcome, but I'm blocked, which is fine. But then what I'm really upset at is, um, I go over to Miss Wonderful, okay, and I'm fairly new to YouTube, right? So I don't know where everybody comes from, and I didn't realize that Drama Archives was so against her. You
Oh,
know,
Rep Ash said you threatened to punch her.
oh no, I didn't.
Oh,
I've never,
I was gonna say I've never seen Sweet Crazy say
I
anything like that, but I wasn't
no,
there, so
absolutely not. I've never said anything like that
I
to.
hope you didn't get cloned. There's been a lot of cloning going on in this community. So I hope.
yeah,
Yeah, I've
like
never.
right
I
now there's a
No,
clone
not
running
that you're a
around of.
liar, Rep Ash. Maybe somebody cloned her and said that. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never said anything like that to you, Repash, like ever. But I have never seen my clone anywhere, so
Yeah.
I
Right,
don't
Brian.
know. Um, but I
I
mean,
saw a
if
clone of Pixie the other day and oh my god, that made me so mad.
Do
I
you
just
know how
see all
much
these.
trouble? Do you know how much trouble that caused, Sarah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody that we both care about a lot was so upset that I had to show them that that was a clone because they obviously
Yeah.
came into our stream the other day. You know, the stream where the chat is now gone
Mhm.
because you took it down, put it up, whatever.
Yeah.
It caused so much trouble. I'll talk to you about it in private, but carry on.
yeah,
Sorry, Sweet Crazy.
that cloning stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah, when the clones come to like my streams or whatever, I'll edit my stream just so the chat doesn't appear because I don't want anybody getting hurt or I don't want their feelings getting hurt. And it's happened a couple times and I think it's bullshit to sit there and, clone somebody's account just so you can say mean things that person normally wouldn't say. It's so childish. It
Yeah,
it's dumb.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, this one was so stupid. They went into Diane and Wendy's and trashed me while I was on panel, and
Yeah,
I
that's where I
knew,
seen that one.
I was like, that is not Pixie, because trust
Yeah.
me, if she was going to trash me, she would do it behind the scenes. So that is not Pixie.
Yeah, the only clones I've really seen is Remy's, you know.
Remy does get busted. I mean, not busted, but she does get her balls busted with clones. And
She
I mean,
Well,
a
does.
lot of people clone Remy.
Poor thing.
I was happy with the high horses. Those were okay. Now we're off to like cloning accounts. That's so dumb.
But I mean, if you're going to say that everyone is welcome, then why have anybody blocked? You know what I mean? That just irritates the fuck out of me.
Well, maybe it didn't have anything to do with you. Maybe she's seen a comment from a clone. I'm just hypothetically
Yeah,
saying, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And so that would leave you kind of hurt and not knowing what's going on because you didn't say that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, for sure. And then what I'm really, really upset at, and I go into Miss Wonderful's, right? And like I said, I'm fairly new to YouTube. I've only been here for maybe a year. And I go, and then I've been over to dramas, right? And the first time I went in there, they were very sweet to me.
Hmm.
Well, the second time I go in there, they were so mean to me. And she can say all fucking day long that she wasn't. And they weren't, but they were. And they told me that I was doing this and taking information back to Katie, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're even talking about. And now she's in here trying to tell me that she's not mean and she's not mean to anybody. The fuck you aren't. And it hurt my feelings bad.
Who is that? Drama Diaries we're talking about?
Drama Archives.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I was close.
Their whole goddamn channel is nothing but bashing Katie. And it is. I don't care what you say. And it's for
Drama
hours and
archives.
hours and fucking hours. Okay? It's a broken record. We know that the poor girl's got some issues. But who are
Oh.
you? Who are these people to judge her like they do? Okay?
Um,
And who are we
Well,
to
welcome to YouTube, where everybody judges everybody. Instead of
I mean,
everybody knowing your
I
name, it's
know, Trish,
everybody
but
judges
it is
everybody.
for 8, 9, 10
Drama archives,
hours
you have a
of
good day
it.
too, darling. I'm sorry. I mean, I think Katie says a lot of things that I don't know. I mean, she kind of
I understand what you're saying. I really totally do.
she's said and done a lot of stuff that's not very nice.
And it's true, but she's not a complete asshole, you know? And I do think
Katie
that
is Katie,
she,
and she doesn't care. I
Yeah,
mean,
she really doesn't.
if she doesn't, she puts her whole life out there, and she doesn't give a shit what anybody thinks about it. And she draws big numbers, and she makes a lot of money, and
I know, but that's
the
her.
girl just doesn't care. And you can't fault her for not caring. I mean, that's she's always wanted to be a reality show. She kind of is.
But the
I'm
thing
not getting
of
on
it is,
Drama Archives if that's what they want to base their channel on is Katie. Then there's a lot of channels based on. I mean, look at Yaba. Yaba does reactions on. Um,
Foodies.
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
mean that's just what they do.
okay, well they can do that all day long. My point is that they accuse me of stuff that I was not doing. And I tried to tell them, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm really truly being honest about this. I don't go back and forth and tell Katie what they have said and vice versa. I just don't do that.
Right.
And it really like hurt my feelings and they didn't stop, and I stayed in there and I could have left, you can log off boo boo, just like everybody says. But, there's a point that I felt like I needed to sort of defend myself a little bit, but they just weren't having it. And it just hurt my feelings. I guess that's all I'm really.
I would think Katie would be fully aware of that channel. I mean,
Oh,
maybe
she
not.
is. She totally is.
So why would anybody have to take her anything? I'm curious.
Exactly. That's my point. And like, Katie has said hello to me, but she's not. I'm not one of her biggest,
Katie doesn't
supporters.
like me. I've done a few videos on her.
You know.
She doesn't care for me very much.
Katie doesn't know I exist. And I'm fine with that.
Oh, I think she does, honey. I think she knows a lot of people exist, even if she doesn't say she does. But it just, I guess I was just bombarded with it, and I was in shock, really. And
Well, I hope y'all can work it out. Ash said you're not blocked anymore, so
well,
um
thank you, Rapash. And I would never come in there and try and be mean or derogatory. I have a feeling about that certain person, and I can't help it. And I just need to shut my mouth because, as your mama should have taught you, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it. So I'm trying really hard.
I think people get provoked sometimes, and that's when they start at the mouth. Because I've been in that situation too, where people keep poking at you and poking at you, and then you just
Yeah.
say stuff you kind of regret after you say it.
It just, I seen it from the beginning, and I know a lot of people are supporting her now, and great for them. I don't care. I have a feeling certain other people have feelings about it, and I don't think there's anything that she could do to ever change that for
I
me.
think Katie's in a downward spiral, and I hate to see it, so I can't watch her. I can't. And I'm not saying anything negative about her. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
with the drinking, I can't watch
Pixie.
that.
It is hard.
Yes, you are 15 minutes behind.
It is hard to watch, it is. And I don't watch her every time she goes live. I don't, and I don't know.
Well, it kind of triggers me sometimes, so that's basically
Yeah.
why I don't watch.
Yeah, I could see that too.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me, and I feel bad for her. I don't hate Katie. I don't dislike her. I just her some of her actions are because of her drinking, and I hate to see that for
But I don't think
her.
people need to go and say that she is a horrible mama to her animals. And I don't think, certain
Um,
that they keep on saying. Everybody knows that she loves her animals. She may not be doing the right thing by feeding them the wrong things at certain times, but I know she loves those animals. And if anything were to happen to them, she, I mean, you've seen what happened when Mama Tittens went missing, and
Drama archives. I agree.
she does need to get some help, and she does need to get control of what she does. But uh, you guys, it's not going to change until she is ready to change it.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, and that's
Well,
true. Until she's ready to make a change, it's just gonna keep going the way it is.
and I
And
know that.
nobody's gonna be able to convince her to change. She's gonna want to have to do it on her own.
hey,
Yeah,
Shahi Turner,
and I think that
Jane Gibson,
Shahid. See, I can't
Shahid.
pronounce these names. Shahid Turner. Hello.
Well, Sweet Crazy, you're allowed to watch and enjoy any stream you choose. I mean, Katie's got 20,000 subs or more.
yeah,
So there's obviously more than one person out there that enjoys watching Katie. And there's people that's very loyal to Katie. Yeah, some of them just tune in for the shit show. I mean, let's face it.
yeah,
But that's Katie's niche, man. That's you can't you can't fault a girl for finding her niche. you know,
exactly.
do I hope that she's able to, slow down on the partying and yeah, I do. I'd like to see Katie, she's had a lot of nice men. Well, sorry, Doug. Come
But
into her,
Oh,
Doug's not. Doug is her friend,
I
and
know.
and
I
not.
think he gets taken advantage of.
And
That's just my opinion.
I
I
think
don't know.
so too. But that's his choice,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know. And she's not in love with him, and So that is his choice to be in her life, you know?
Yep.
But the thing that bothers me, I think, the most, and maybe I shouldn't even say anything, but but I'm gonna. The thing that bothers me the most is when you're laughing at her and you're putting her down to the point where it's every sentence that comes out of their mouth. And I'm sorry that I'm calling you out, Drama Archives, but I'm gonna because you hurt my feelings and you had no right to do that. I don't do what you said that I do.
Did I block somebody or something? I was scrolling on my screen.
I just blocked someone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Someone said that it was a picture of lemonade. I don't know.
Okay.
I just don't want the drama right now, so I blocked him. So
Yeah.
if you're not a troll, I apologize. But
Well,
if you're using someone else's picture, obviously you're trolling.
So that's
like, I
okay.
think you're entitled to watch and care about Katie, just as I think Drama Archives is entitled to do their reaction videos or whatever they do over there. I mean, everybody's pretty much entitled to do what they want on here.
Yeah.
If you can sleep at night with your own behavior, then
Yeah. Totally. I agree with that.
you
I
know
really
what I'm saying. As long as
yeah.
when you shut it off, you're like, hey, I'm okay.
Yeah, I
Because
have no
trust
idea
me,
what's going
there's
on with you and Drama Archives. I really like you and I like Drama Archives, so I'm kind of like,
right.
well, I don't really know what
And
to
I
say.
did too, I went in there
Hey, Sabrina.
and when the first time I went in there, I had no idea uh that that's kind of, their content, I guess you could say. And they were all very sweet to me. Okay. And then one of them were in Katie's chat, and they were being so mean. And so I guess I was gaslighting a little bit, probably. And then I go back in to dramas, and immediately I'm attacked. And don't even know that that certain person that was being mean over there came from there. Had no clue, you know? So
Well,
I don't, it's,
hopefully it was just a misunderstanding.
oh, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's all I'm here to bitch. I love you guys all. And it's been a fun experience on YouTube. And I'm starting my own channel and I'm trying to, learn all these things. And when I am live, it's laughing. And it's mainly laughing at me because I don't know what the hell I'm doing on the computer and getting the buttons right and doing this and putting links and uh and we had like Lufa's birthday bash and that was really fun. And so, I would love to see, all the faces that I support
Bye, Remy.
or to mine, but it's not a big deal to me. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for anything like that.
Right.
I want to have like a fun time and everyone is welcome and
Well, let
uh
me tell you something. Let me tell you right now. Take
okay.
it from me. If you do get into it for the money, you can't be nice because you don't make money being nice. You got to do panels where you
Hey,
drag the shit
German
out of
lady.
people. You got to say
And I've
horrible
noticed that.
things,
Yeah.
and
And the drama sells just like anything else, I guess.
Hey,
But
Drama Archives. Is that you,
Hi,
darling?
Sarah.
I'm not
How are you?
money.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. It's good to have you on panel or to be on panel at the same time.
Thank you. Same. I just don't understand, sweet crazy. Like, what did I ever do to you? Like, I understand you and Nora had a thing, but I was never rude to you. I never blocked you on my channel. I never even took your wrench.
But when I was there, all three of you that were on your panel
I
just
don't delete anything. It's still there. I was never rude to you. Ever.
well, then who was?
Like, I even defended you. I said maybe she's just having a bad day. And because you and Nora got into it on Katie's chat. That had nothing to do with me.
But when I went into yours, whoever was up on your panel, all of you guys went after me.
I didn't.
So you just sat there and let them do it?
Well, I mean, y'all got into it. That's not my thing. I mean, what did you want me to do?
But it was because whoever it was
Have a
saying
good
that
day,
I
Rumi.
was going back and forth and bringing whatever you guys said to Katie.
I mean, I've
I've
shared your channel.
never.
I've been in your chats.
I know. That's why I was shocked.
But that's why I don't understand is because I personally have never been rude to you.
Okay, so when they were going after me, you just sat there?
Well, I was hoping y'all would work it out.
Well, that's not what I was told when I was
But
there.
but you were not, I mean, you were not nice either. Let's be honest.
Because I was so confused. Why was I not nice? I was
But
just trying to defend
you
myself,
said
basically.
that you had no idea that that's what we talked about. But
I
in the same
didn't.
at the same time, you were like, "That's all they talk about every sentence." You just said that.
After that, after I went on there, then that's when I said that, not before, because I had absolutely no clue that that's what you guys do.
But that's what we were talking about. I mean,
At
you're
that
in there
point,
also talking about Katie as well.
I was no, I was not
Yeah.
talking about Katie. I was agreeing with some of the stuff that you guys were saying.
So therefore you knew what we were talking about.
After you said it, but before, when I went in there, I had no clue that Nora came from your channel.
We
Absolutely no clue.
I have never been rude to there are people that come in the chat all the time that still like Katie. I don't hate Katie. I want Katie to get help.
Then why was I attacked the minute I went in there?
You were not attacked for being
Yes,
in
I
Katie's
was.
chat.
Yes,
No, you weren't. You
I
were
was.
attacked because you were mean to Nora. Nora was upset with you.
No, that's not.
Yes, we have the screenshots.
That's not how I seen it.
Well, that's how it happened.
Well, I'm gonna have to go back and look at it then, because that's not how I. That's not how I seen it. That's not how I felt.
We put the screenshots up on the screen during the stream that you came in.
Yeah, because that was from when I was in Katie's and Nora was in there being a complete ass. And
Well,
yes,
Nora
I
does not
was
like Katie,
gaslighting.
and Nora,
I guess I was gaslighting for Katie because I couldn't understand why this person was keep on going after her. And I had no clue, absolutely no clue, that Nora came from your channel. And you guys were in there telling me, "Oh, yes, you do. Don't be stupid."
well, because the
All of this,
screenshots were there. But I kind of think you did, but I can't prove
I
that.
I didn't, though. I honestly, I swear to
And
God,
I gave you
I
the
did not.
benefit of the doubt still.
What?
I didn't take your wrench and I didn't block you. I was hoping you guys would work it out, but you've been like saying stuff constantly about how awful I am and how mean I was. And I've never been that way. I never go in any chats and disrespect anybody or fight or argue
No,
ever.
it was me coming into your chat. You,
And
I've
I
never,
wasn't rude to you
I've never.
then either.
Hmm.
Maybe you all can just chalk it up to it's a misunderstanding, and
That's what I said.
Maybe
Yeah, I've
sweet
never seen
crazy,
Drama Archives be mean to anyone. That's just me personally, though. I don't know. And
maybe it's
Sweet
you
Crazy, I
and
know
Nora
you're a
that need to
sweetheart.
work it out. Whoever in the hell Nora is, I don't have a clue.
The purple swirly poop.
Well, she's not very nice, you know, and that's just my opinion. That is
Well,
just
not
my.
everybody on YouTube is nice.
Oh, that is ridiculous to fucking say, dude.
But it's true.
Is it?
Yes. Yes.
Every single person on YouTube is not nice.
No, there's definitely a
Saying,
few. I can vouch for that.
No, I said not everybody on YouTube is nice.
but the way
I'm,
she was talking in Katie's was disgusting.
it
And
was
you
she
guys,
was speaking the
are,
truth though. How is it disgusting?
it doesn't matter if it's the truth. That
I don't
doesn't
know, okay?
that doesn't mean that you can just come out and say the things that you guys say about her.
Like what?
Like what?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't even sit here and say how much. It's everything the girl does.
Okay, but sweet crazy, do you know this about Katie? Let me ask you if you know this. Katie has said the only time to worry is when they quit talking about me.
And I have realized that. And I
Okay.
realize, and I think that maybe I was blocked actually for defending her because from what I've heard, I guess she likes Drama Archives talking about her. But that's news
Of
to me.
course.
I didn't know that. Like I said, I'm fairly new, but I was being judged the whole time that night that I came in your chat. And I do respect you for not blocking me. I do respect you for not taking my wrench, but I mean, you give everybody a wrench, so I don't really take that as,
Is that the real Diane?
I'm special or anything. And I'm
I'm
not
not
special,
sure.
and I am definitely not special in Katie's. But I just
No,
felt
that
really
is
bad.
not true. Yes, I give everybody a wrench who is nice and respectful and not a troll. Well, even some trolls get wrenches if they're nice and respectful.
And I've
But
been there being nice.
well,
And
yeah, I know.
the minute I went in there, I mean literally, honey, I was in shock. I really was. Because I was being accused of
I
stuff
can
I
understand how you were caught
absolutely
off guard,
do.
but I promise you that had nothing to do with me. Nora was upset because you were rude to her in Katie's chat.
But
That
it
had
wasn't
nothing to do
just
with me.
Nora talking to me. I mean, like I said, I didn't really look to see who was on there. I know Nora was. I know you were, and there was two other girls, and there was different voices coming at me, not just one.
I know Nora was up there. I can't remember who else was up there. I'd have to go back and look, to be honest.
I'm for either. It could have been Amy. I don't know, but
It's really hard to get in between, beef when you're on a panel, especially if it's on your channel. You don't want to get into that, and you kind of hope that people can work it out on their own.
but
So
I mean,
maybe
I was
that's why
being
Drama
laughed
Archives
at. I
didn't.
was being laughed at. I was being, it was very condescending. It was rude as shit. And I was being accused of stuff that I do not do and had no clue about certain things. And I was still being told, "Oh yes, you do. Don't be stupid." Blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? So now I'm scared to go in your channel. I'm scared to say anything because I don't want to be attacked.
But Drama
Well, I would
Archives is
never
saying
attack you.
he has no problem with you, sweet crazy. So if she doesn't have a problem with you, I don't think I wouldn't be afraid to go in there.
Well, I am Tracy because the minute I went in there being nice, I was attacked. And it went on for what? About 45 minutes?
But
And at
in
one
all
point,
fairness, you were back in Katie's chat saying not nice things about us too.
yes, I was because I was attacked by you guys.
But you brought my name into it when I didn't do anything. Like you used my channel name. And that's probably a reason Katie blocked you.
And it could be. It could very well be. Mika, get over here. Sorry. My dog's running away. It very well could be. But that to me still, shocks me because I'm there to, and I'm not in there to support everything that she does because I don't support it. But I also don't maybe not feel like I'm going to go into your channel and sit there and listen to her being dragged for hours.
Nobody, but I don't feel like I drag Katie. I mean, there's a lot of other channels who say awful things about her and, really bully her. And we
You
just want
know,
her to get help.
yeah, when you
But
put
what
We
your
are
talk
you
life,
about the
doing?
things that she actually does and she actually says and shows herself.
But what can we do to help her? What
Nothing except
exactly?
for bring awareness to the situation. What she's doing is dangerous,
But
not just to herself, but
you
to her
laugh
animals
and
and
laugh
other
and laugh
people.
and laugh and laugh at her.
We
about the
don't laugh
bad
at
things that
her. We laugh, but she is funny sometimes. Why
that's
I
can't we
mean,
laugh
when
true.
you
at her?
have your boyfriend on a live stream and he pulls out his man parts, I mean, people are going to
There's
laugh at
a
that.
lot of laughable things.
I'm not
So
saying
crazy.
that.
All I can tell you is you said you're kind of new. Um,
So I'm trying to learn the ropes here, I guess.
right. Well, Katie had a stream one time called Odd Man Out, and it made a lot of sense. And basically, she said, don't get in the middle of her and somebody else's argument because they're
Yeah.
going to end up making up and
Amber.
you're going to be the odd man out.
Well, I guess I am.
I mean,
Oh,
I
Amber.
know you have, a certain feelings about Katie that you want to help her and blah blah blah, but and you can do that. But I mean, good luck to you. But
Well, it's not even that. It's
I
just,
know Katie is a showgirl. This is what she does.
yeah. And
And
I'm learning a lot about that I didn't have a clue about, And that's what I guess I'm up here trying to say is a lot of people, newbies, I guess you could say, don't have all the facts.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons we do what we do is because I feel like she's just going to continue to gain new people to support her habits, and what she's doing is dangerous. So,
But what are you doing?
what do you mean? What am I doing?
Are you trying to gain
hey,
new people
Dragonfly.
are you trying to gain new people that just agree with what you're saying? Or do you
No,
want
I've
Well,
seen Drum Archives come on and do panels and just talk about regular things. It's not always
yeah, we
Katie.
don't just talk
And I
about
can
Katie, but
contest to
I feel
that.
like the things that she's done and does need to, because she deletes stuff and then people forget about it, and like you, and you don't know half of the things she's done. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how she like perpetuates what she's doing,
well,
and it's dangerous.
going in your channel, I pretty much have learned a lot about what she has done. And
Well,
that's coming from you
good.
guys,
I'm
not
glad. That's
coming
the
from her.
point.
John Smith, we don't know. Your guess is as good as ours.
What?
Just
All I can say is, Sweet Crazy, you have the right to support Katie, and Drama Archives has the right to bring Katie's behavior to the surface. A lot of people have done it over the years.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to continue to support Katie, then I would stay in Katie's streams and support Katie.
But
Yeah.
am
If
I
it's
And
gonna,
you're
really
still
in
welcome
there?
in my chat.
What?
You're still welcome in my chat, even if you support Katie. Everybody
But
is.
that's not how I felt the other night at
But that
all.
that had nothing to do with you supporting Katie. That had something to do with you and Nora having an issue.
See, and I didn't get that. It wasn't to me. It wasn't just about me and Nora. It was, you know.
Melinda
But like I
Otto,
said,
she loves some Katie, and she comes in our stream. Sometimes she's like, I'm reporting the stream. And then other times she's like, I'm going to pray for y'all. She's a sweet lady, and she's always welcome too.
well,
We
I
don't
just
hate people just because they support Katie.
that's what.
Jane, she did.
But that's what I felt. I was completely attacked. It wasn't just a little bit either.
ooh,
Hey,
Laura got
Trooper.
struck.
I don't know. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Hmm.
Zip it, zip it.
See, and
I don't.
Sweet Crazy, this is YouTube. People say things, you know, YouTube's not always nice. And
No,
sometimes you
I
just
agree.
got to either ignore it or try to work it out. And I mean, maybe, Drama Archives is saying you can still come into her stream. That means she doesn't have a problem with you. Maybe you and Nora can talk about this and squash it. I don't know who she is, and I don't know
I
anything
don't
about
either.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I'm just, I just felt like I I was, and I've watched you and not said anything for hours, And I know that you guys talk about other things, but it's about 5 seconds and then we're right back to Katie, you know. Which
Well,
is fine, you have every right to do that. But for me, being attacked like I was, it just wasn't fair. It wasn't, and I was being accused of things that I don't do, and you guys, Nora, whoever was talking to me, wouldn't even listen to me. And that's why I stayed in there to try and explain myself, but nobody wanted to hear it. So
Why
when
don't
nobody
you go
wanted to
back
hear
and
it,
rewatch it? It's still up.
yeah, and I want you to go back and rewatch it
I will. I promise.
because I was attacked and it didn't feel good, and I'm not about.
I'm sorry you felt that way. I'm sorry you felt attacked in my chat.
And I have attacked FOD, and I feel bad about that because that's not who I am. But there's something in my gut, and that's just me, you know,
And
where
maybe
I
that's the
cannot,
same way that people feel about Katie. You know what I mean?
but I don't go for hours and hours and hours and freaking hours talking about her.
Yeah, but a lot of
In
these
fact, on
OGs,
my
they,
live streams, I don't even bring her up.
they rode for Katie hard. A lot of these people have ridden for Katie
For
hard,
years.
and they got burnt. And
But that's not me. I can understand
exactly,
what you're saying, Tracy. I do. I totally understand what you're saying. But I was in there trying to say I am fairly new to YouTube, and I did not know that Nora came from your channel, and I was being accused of, yes you do, and you go back there, and all you do is go back in there and tell Katie what we say, and I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Do you see how I could feel like I could feel that way? Drama? Are you there?
drama still here.
I
Yeah, I'm
think
here.
so.
She was breaking up. I didn't hear the last thing she said.
Yeah, I didn't hear any
I
of it.
don't think the problem is really between you and drama. I think it's between you and this Nora person. So hopefully you can go back into drama streams and you and Nora can come to some sort of some sort of agreement, even if it means going up on panel over at Drama Archives channel
Yeah.
and somehow come to an understanding.
And I
Uh,
just bring it up, since you came in today to Sarah's chat, and I
I
guess
see
it was
you in a lot of chats, sweet crazy, and I never ever say anything rude or ugly to you. Ever. Not once.
I don't
I
know.
quit watching Katie. She made the comment one time, if you support the purple, I don't know what she called her, but we'll just say purple lady, talking about Laura, then get the F out of my stream. And at the time I did. So
Hmm.
I quit, I quit going around over there. So
It's hard for me to watch her because, she'll sit there and say how she's not drinking anymore. And then she's lying to these people because she is drinking. And then the next day or so, she'll be drunk. And I'm just sitting there like, if you're not ready, why
It's
tell these
sad to
people
watch
you're
somebody
ready for
killing
change?
themselves.
But it's like everything the girl does is being,
Well, yeah, I mean, you're going to get critiqued when you're on YouTube and you put your life out there. There's going to be people that don't agree with what you're saying, and channels are going to be made and talked about what you do. I mean, it's just that's YouTube, and that's been YouTube for a really long time.
and I guess my personality is, to defend people.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it was even called gaslighting. That's new to me too. Uh,
well, it's not actually gaslighting to defend somebody. It's
but is
gaslighting
that what gaslighting is?
when you try to convince somebody else that the way you're thinking is wrong in the way that it's not really gaslighting. But
Oh.
by the same token, if you're going to defend Katie, you're going to have to take the heat
And
because
I don't even know if
Katie has a lot of enemies out there, and she's brought them on herself.
Yeah, she's made those enemies by things she has said. Like she's made some threats, and so
yeah,
yeah, I mean, it
and
happens.
I can see that too.
And
I
I'm
totally
definitely
can.
guilty of critiquing certain creators. I do it too, so I can't sit there and I don't know.
I mean, I understand, but I like I said, I've been in dramas and just been kind of watching, and they do talk about some other things, and they like to have fun, and I love that part about them. And when I the very first time I went in there, I had no clue about any
Hey,
of it,
Pop.
you know.
Well, all I can tell you is pick your battles.
Yeah.
And
And
if defending Katie is the battle that you chose, you're in for a long one, because Katie's been around for a long time,
yeah,
and she has made a lot of enemies, and she knows this. She's not stupid.
yeah.
Um,
But I don't know if, like, I'm not in there every single day defending Katie, and I'm not. And I guess as if you call supporting someone just being in their chat, is that what you mean?
no, but if you're going to argue with somebody in a chat over
Uh,
Katie, that's kind of like defending Katie,
yeah,
and that's okay if that's what you want to do. But you got to be ready to take the heat for that.
yeah.
Katie is an actress,
And I
you
guess,
know.
like, I'm just shocked because now I'm blocked, and I'm just like, why in the hell am I blocked? You know, I
Well, you're probably blocked because you said the words drama archives.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
And Katie
Hmm.
didn't take the time to read what you were saying, because she's not going to take the time to read what you're saying,
well,
especially
and I thought,
if you're not throwing her a PayPal or whatever. She's not going to take the time to read your comment.
but
She said that
there's
before.
900
I'm not reading
people.
your comment unless you PayPal me.
There's 900 people. Sometimes there's 900 people in that. How can she read everybody's comments? Half the time, she's not even looking at the chat.
Yeah, she probably has no idea you exist. It was probably her mods. She probably never even saw it.
And all the mods, every time I've been in there, have been really nice to me. I mean, some of them live in my same state. Uh, I just was shocked, I guess, and I was shocked when I went in to your channel and being absolutely attacked, and it didn't stop. And nobody was in there trying to even understand what I was saying. It just, I don't know.
I used
Well,
to get bothered when I would get blocked, but I've kind of gotten used to it. So many people
if
have
I
me
get
blocked
blocked, it's
now.
probably for if I get blocked, it's probably for a good reason.
Yeah, me too.
Then that's it, Tracy, right there. Right there. If I was to do something that was not right and I was being an asshole, I can totally see, yes, block sweet crazy. You know what I mean? But when I'm not doing it, and like I said, it's new to me. I think she does, I think maybe she doesn't want people to defend her when it comes to your channel, I guess I should say.
No, she doesn't. She hates a tattletale, and she hates when people, I mean, that bugs her. I think her people annoy her more than people like our channel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like the people that are on, did you hear what so and so said about you? She hates it. She doesn't want to hear it.
Yeah. And see, I didn't know that, you know, I mean, that's something new to me. You think you're doing something right and then it backfires, I guess.
Well,
You
maybe you
know,
can try to track down one of her mods and talk to him and be like,
I did talk to Kay Smalls, and she's, I told her, I said, I don't know why I'm blocked, but if you could, ask Katie, um, and see, but it is what it is. If she wants to block me, that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
But I just,
people are views
I
to
was,
her.
I
So,
was nervous I wanted to jump in your chat last night, drama, and
Bye,
I
Brian.
was scared. I didn't want to be attacked again. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Okay. Well,
there are a few people who come in the chat and, like Katie and support Katie. They
And
don't
that's what that
they
I've
don't
seen
agree with
them.
her and don't support that some of the things she does, but they still like her and want her to get better. And we
Yeah.
don't have anything against those people because
And
I'm one of those people.
that's what I
I
tried to
cannot
say when
support
I
or
was
defend
there.
Katie any longer, not after what she's did and still doing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just the way it is. But I don't hate her and I do want her to get better.
Mm-hmm. I know you guys do, but it I guess it just.
and as a community, that's what we do. If somebody goes live and does something, completely off the wall or whatever, we go live and talk about it.
But I was being, do you go in there and say and tell Katie the do you speak up when she does stupid shit and when she is mean to the people that are close to her, or Do you say, do you think that
Well, honestly, I think
other
I'm
animals?
blocked in Katie. So
Well, that's going to get to nowhere either. Don't
yeah,
even try to
Katie's
go.
pretty
Katie's
headstrong and she
way.
does what she wants. She don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting that point.
Yeah. It's views and numbers and money to Katie. So I don't
Well, it's
know.
views and numbers to a lot of people that are on here,
Yeah, it is.
and so she's not the only one.
True.
Um. So anyway, I appreciate you coming up, drama, and talking to me.
Absolutely. I'm sorry you felt attacked. And I really do hope that you and Nora can work it out. And if talking in Katie's chat is like, what you want, I hope you get unblocked.
Well, and it's not really. I like the people that go in there, and just like with anybody else's chat, you guys can be up talking, and the chat is down talking to each other. You know what I mean? And so I guess that's what I miss more, because I know Katie's not uh seeing what I say, or half the time not even looking at the chat. You know what I mean? So I guess it's more like that. I like there's people in her chat
Try a
that
super chat. Maybe she'll see it.
I
Yeah.
was going to say, if you want her to
how can I
chat,
do anything? I'm blocked.
PayPal her.
Yeah, PayPal would work. I mean,
Yep.
just send her a little something and be like, hey, this is who I am on
Troll
YouTube and
told.
I'm blocked.
And maybe she's seen that I was in dramas, and I don't know.
I don't think she would block you just because you was in drama archives.
I
I
don't
don't
think
think.
so
You
either.
think
Yeah.
you
I don't
honestly
either.
you honestly don't think that?
Nope.
No.
Huh.
No,
No,
because
Katie
there's a
likes
lot
her
of
name
people.
getting her.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, so I guess that's why I'm kind of shocked too that I am blocked, but who knows? My main point was I just felt really attacked when I came into dramas, and it made me feel bad. And even, and I know that you came in when I went live my very first time, and I was expecting you there, and I just was in shock. I guess it made me feel really bad, because I was being accused of things that I don't do, and nobody would listen to me, and I finally just left, and it put a bad taste in my mouth, and I didn't like it.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Yeah, I'm sorry you felt attacked.
Thank you. That really
Okay.
does make okay. Well,
Well, this was good.
it was. It made I feel better.
Oh, I'm glad you feel better.
Thank you.
See, I love drama archives. I'll sit there and listen. I'm a big lurker. Sometimes if I don't know people in the chat, I
Yeah.
won't type. I've always been like that. And I'll just sit there and listen or watch or whatever. Yeah, but drama archives is good people, I promise.
Well, and it's in her chat too. It's not just the girls up on panel. It's people in the chat that don't really have nice things to say, and they have that's their own opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, as long
I
as they
just
aren't saying too disgusting of things or doxing or anything like that, I think everybody should be allowed to have their opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do too. I do too. So thank you for letting me come up, Sarah.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody
Thank
can
you,
come up
Sarah.
anytime. Well, thank you for coming up, Drama Archives. I'm glad you was able to come up.
Yeah.
I'm glad
And
you
I'm gonna
ladies
have.
worked it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Resolution.
Yeah.
How about that, Diane?
How about that, everybody?
How about that?
All right, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.
You
You
too.
too, sweet crazy.
Okay, I'll talk to you.
Thanks for coming up.
Thank you.
Well,
All right, Sarah, I guess I'll hop down.
Well, thanks for coming up. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah, maybe I'll say hi next time I come into your chat or whatever. I'm so bad about that. Like if I don't know certain people, I'm like, well, what do I say?
I'm
Yeah,
like
I
that
left for
too.
years before I said anything.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you did come out and like start a channel. Your channel's great, actually. So,
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
absolutely. If anybody hasn't subscribed to Drama Archives, make sure you go over to her channel and subscribe.
Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too, darling. I guess I'm gonna like hop off here. It's been an hour and a half. I didn't really expect to go live this long, but I'm glad that, they was able to work something out, you know. So,
Hopefully.
yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here though, because I gotta thaw some hamburger out. I'm gonna do
That's what I
spaghetti with
think
meatballs.
I'm gonna thaw some hamburger. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet. But
Oh, I'm doing it up. I'm gonna take some maple sausage and some hamburger and make some homemade meatballs. They are so good.
mm,
Oh yeah. And I
I
do
doubt
my
I'll
own
do all
sauce.
that.
So, oh yeah, that's how I
I
kind
don't
of
know.
roll.
I
Like I
might do a
said, that's how
meatloaf
I
or
end up with
something.
so many damn dishes.
I might do a meatloaf. I don't know.
Ooh, meatloaf. I
Uh,
love meatloaf.
well, mine's different every time. So sometimes I love it, sometimes not so much. But all right, Sarah, I'll talk to you in a little bit. Chat.
Yeah, thanks for
Have a
coming
great
up. I really
day.
appreciate you.
All right, I will talk to you guys soon.
All right, have a good day, darling.
You too.
Well, you guys, I think I'll jump off here. I was feeling kind of yucky when I first came online. I was kind of sad. And so sometimes it's good to kind of come on here and just talk about whatever. And, having people up on panel, being able to work things out or at least talk is a good thing. So, I mean, I kind of feel better about that. So hopefully today we'll get better by the minute. Who knows? A lot of things going on in the personal life I don't really want to talk about, but it's whatever. But at least, YouTube is some form of entertainment. So, Drama Archives, German Lady, Sweet Crazy, Top Cop, Mr. Cardinal, Sunny Side Up. In case you guys all have a great day, I'm going to jump off here and go slave in the kitchen. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you all. Bye, you guys.